This wee fellow is Kim Sungwon. He's a member of the national freestyle wrestling team for South Korea and he competes in the 57 kilo class. I'm going to give away the ending right now. This guy is probably the most athletically complete grappler I have looked at on this channel yet. His training is outstanding and you should watch this video. Let's break down why. I hammer to death the idea of training the entire force velocity spectrum if you're a grappler, and he does just that. He trains very high speed in the form of sprints, but he limits the distance to manage soft tissue risk. At slightly slower speeds, he trains explosive strength with a variety of plyometrics and jumps, and there's a good mix in there of short and long contact times, vertical and horizontal actions, and he works on both two legs and on one leg. At slower speeds still, he produces a ton of force in ballistic movements like the power clean. Even if he's walking around at 10% over his weight class, he's power cleaning almost double body weight in this video, which is nuts for a non-weightlifter. The most impressive thing about him, in my opinion, is his max strength. Even though he's 5 feet tall and he has tiny femurs and he's built to lift, triple body weight in the back squat is otherworldly. Likewise, repping deep squats with someone twice your body weight on your back. He can back it up for reps too, with close to double body weight for 10 plus reps in both the squat and the deadlift. We see a good mix of all the classic grappling exercises that I've talked about on this channel, with things like muscle ups, bands, rope climbs, and pull-ups, and he's super strong at all of them. Another thing that I've talked about to death on this channel is the idea of being a three-dimensional athlete who's able to control their own body in space. In doing so, you earn the right to control a source of external resistance like an opponent. And as you can see from these videos, he's easily knocking out handstands, multiple backflips, and a variety of different crawls and methods of traveling across the mat. There's also plenty of partner strength, or what I would call dad strength work on top, which is basically learning to deal with awkward loads and to try to express strength developed in the gym in a more realistic and sport-specific context. Lastly, he does a great job with his conditioning. He avoids trying to force the sport into conditioning by simulating different actions. The sport is the sport and he leaves it alone. When he conditions, it's just the basics performed above and below the intensity of the sport, like I've talked about before. Plenty of road work and easy cardio on the low end, lots of sprints and partner carries up hills on the high end. The only tiny hole that I could poke in this program is that he seems to train only the sagittal plane in the weight room. That's it. So what came first, the chicken or the egg? Is he a great athlete because of the world-class program and training environment he finds himself in? Or is he in that environment because he's already a world-class athlete? Perhaps a little bit of both. Naturally, national teams are going to get the best athletic talent, and the smaller you are, the easier it is to put up large percentages of your body weight in the gym. However, on the other hand, there are plenty of other countries with just as much, if not more, access to talent, with just as much, if not more, passion for wrestling, who aren't able to produce wrestlers with this level of athleticism. It's also interesting to me that he's from the same country that produced one of the most impressive training programs that I've seen before in the form of Korea Judo. So we have to consider that cross-pollination between the sports or the wider national training culture is also at play. I would give this program a solid A.